Okay, hi guys, so let's do Get Ready With Me. I'm going to be playing with Hourglass today, and I have 2 pumps. I think we'll start with 2 pumps and see if we need more. Just go that way. This is the shade, I think this is 15, I think. So I've gone in with my concealer. I went in with Hourglass, the 2 concealers. Actually, no, I went in with Dior, one of Dior. I went in with this one from Dior, and then I went in with this one. So I'm letting that to sit. And let's go into this. We're getting towards winter, so I can play with this bronzer of mine now. I'm trying to find the bronzer brush. Don't think. Okay, I'll use this one because I can't find the other one. I think this works as well. You see how much I have left? I've got to do justice to it and get it done with. So update about the, oh god, what's that patch there? Okay, so update about the Dior Lippies. I'm waiting for it to come to Sephora. I get 10% off, so I'm gonna wait. I don't see the rush for it. The only thing I know I need to rush out to get is the what you call it now, is the MS, the MS one, because it could sell out, and when it launches on the website, which they said the 22nd, I'll pick that up, because if you waited to get to Selfridges, I think they don't release it in Selfridges until after a week or something like that, so I would want to get it. Some people say it's a face palette. Honest to God, I'm going to use that thing as a powder, because I don't think it's going to be deep enough, so it's going to be my like powder. And speaking of powder, I just got the medium shade of the Grwm powder. I was going to get the Sicily powder, but I read it's a matte leaning powder, and I said never. The only powders I love to use on my face are loose radiant powders. I don't do matte, you know what I mean? I'm not a fan of matte, so yeah. I think I made a mistake there. I'm trying to correct it, but I'm not sure. Can you see that? So I probably need to go with, actually let's go with a concealer, because I mean with bronzer, because there's no need to use foundation there. Yeah, okay, so that's corrected. So let me blend this now. If you know me, you're new on my channel, I don't let my concealer sit. I don't do that. So the MS is what I have up my sleeves to wash and buy. There's Dior Sequin, will definitely be in Sephora. The next other thing I had was the Danis Amaris. That one hasn't launched on Sephora, but I'll wait for it a bit. I don't know, for some reason this year I'm not so keen on palettes. I mean, I admire them, I love them, and I go like, oh, they're nice, but I don't just press the buy button immediately, because I feel like I have so many, you know, and I haven't used them up, I haven't decluttered. So what I do, like the Natasha Denona, I was so happy I skipped most of the ones that came out again, because I thought if I picked it up, I'd get excited about it, and then I wouldn't reach for it as much. And then, you know, because these days I go for like neutral leaning palettes, but I want to pick, I think that the Nessa Mary, why I want to use it, I want to get is for the shimmer, so when I play with my mattes, I can just reach for any shade there and play with it. So I will pick that one up at some point, but maybe not just right now. Do you know what I mean? I hope to God it comes into the Sephora UK, and if we get any Sephora event here, I can then use that opportunity to pick it up. And talking about the Sephora stuff, I'm gonna pick up a second whatever of this, or maybe before then, because I have a full new one now of the medium, and these powders have turned out to be my most staple powders now. So yeah. Okay, so we're going in with the medium. Just pouring a little bit here. I longed for it because I thought I have the deep, and I thought, you know what, let me get the medium. I love to use the medium every now and then, but I realized I bought more of the deep than the medium, and I thought, no, I want something brightening. Maybe I just got frustrated with having to put trying to get the one out of the hourglass palette all the time, and I thought, no, let me get the medium with this one. Really love it. My favorite powder. If there's anything like that, I'd say this is one of the most favorite powder for me. I love it. Love this powders. So the medium, I'm gonna, as I said, I'm gonna get another one of it soon. And yeah, okay, so let's continue the eyes. Yesterday I played with my Dior and I really loved it. I don't know, should I use it again today? You know what, I'll leave it because let's show something else some love. But I really love that palette. I tend to reach for it a lot more. I'm gonna go for most of the palettes here that I've not reached for in a minute, and that's this Pat McGrath. You see, I have like 1, 2, 3, I have maybe like 6 or 7 of this. I haven't done an inventory of the palettes, so that's why I'm a bit like, you know, not really wanting to buy more eyeshadow palettes. I feel like I have too many, you know, and if you're not decluttering that much, you just don't wanna, just wanna expand a little bit there and scrape out. You just don't want to buy more, if that makes sense. And I'm also buying perfumes as well, so okay. But you see, Pat McGrath will always be my jam any day. So I'm gonna go into that shade and just, I love how deep and rich most of this her, you know, like this sort of shades. She makes it deep enough for our skin tones. I just love it. Love it. See, it's beautiful, not having to do too much. I'm gonna grab a brush and go for that shade if I can find it. Okay, yeah, I got it. I think we'll go into the shade. Yeah, oh sorry, can you see? Go into that shade and this one and just put it there. Like you see, this palette I haven't reached for it for I think the whole of this year. I'm sure I haven't reached for it, you know. I'm trying my hand, see if I can. Feels like I feel like my eyes is like a disco ball at this point. Let me fix it here. Okay, so that's the eyes done, and we're gonna proceed to the cheeks. I don't know what I want to use today, but I think I want to play. Oops, sorry, I'm moving to the side. I'm trying to grab something, just any blush I can find. I think I'm gonna go with this too. I think I want to try magenta and the MS, but I'll use the magenta first. This mischievous magenta, but I'm gonna tone it down with the MS. So we're gonna do that. So go in with this. Just take a little bit of that. Put it up there. This blush is a beautiful, really beautiful blush. Let's check in if it's even everywhere. I think it is. So we're continuing from the other video. So I'm gonna top in with this blush from MS. Just I'll just use this. Yeah, you see what I mean? So it's more like you just bring in that bit of a subtle thing to it. So if Amis, I heard they're coming up with a rock band, just in case you're new to the channel and you haven't seen. Let me show you what they're coming up with. Give me a minute. They're coming up with this one. So if this in our head is a face palette, I don't know if this is a blush or whatever, but if it comes up, I hope it's deeper than this. You know what I mean? If it's deeper than this, otherwise I'm gonna use this as a face palette. I just play with the way this one's I play with it with a blush. So I'm hoping they said it's a face palette or or face powder. I don't know, but whatever it is, I'm gonna get it because I'm gonna use it as my, if you say powder or whatever. So let's see. All right. I just thought to show you that. So, and that's what talking about that or thinking about that was why I thought, you know what, let me bring this to this. I have been using it, but I use it with, I would apply my Dior maximizer, like the shade Flame or Coral, and then I go in with this one, and I just, you know, so it's basically, for me, it's a versatile product for me, that even though it's not that deep for me to consider it as a blush, but I can use it in different ways, and I think that's what I like about it. So let's go into highlighter. I'm gonna reach for this one that I got previously. I'm gonna reach for this one. This is the pink strobe. I'm just gonna I hope this video gets more views. I know people on YouTube, TikTok, I get lots of views of my video regardless, because you can put, you know, hashtags and stuff. But I think YouTube, all of us are always excited about what's new. So if you have a new product, everybody's like, oh yeah, let's watch that video. But if you don't, you don't get so much views. And sometimes I find it funny because I start laughing, like, I mean, yeah, I know I also have this thing with I want to see new products, but I think we should encourage ourselves with, you know, just using our products and watching videos that make us think, you know what, oh, I have that, I need to go grab it, if you like, you know what I mean. Talking about that, you know, I just realized I haven't really used bronzer. I used the cream bronzer, but I haven't gone with the powder bronzer, is what I mean. So because I've done that, I'm going to just go gently. I'm not going to go to the cheeks, just here and here. I'm going to try to apply a bit of this Armani in the shade 110, just so like I feel some warmth. I bring some warmth there. I'll leave the cheeks because I already have blush and all of that. So put it on the nose. So I've sprayed my face and I've gone in with my 204. I hope this pencil comes to, this lip liner comes to the UK at some point. I hope so. But until then, we just have to. Okay, so now for finishing powder, I'm going to go in with this. I got gifted this by Manta, this powder. This is my first time using a Tom Ford powder, and I thought, you know what, I would start using it as my finishing powder instead of the MAC, you know. So I'm going to use this just there. And thank you again, Manta. So that's it. I think it's supposed to be like a, I don't know if it's a matte. Oh, no, it's a, okay, it's a soft matte blurring powder. Okay, yeah, I don't mind. I mean, as a finishing powder, but for setting, no. For finishing, yes, this works. So that's it. And then let's continue with the lip. I get confused as to what to use on my lip, maybe because I have so many. But in the view of we having the Dior coming out, let me just check on my Chanel that I always reach for and see which one to use today. Okay, let's use this one. Yeah, that's a perfect one. Let's use this one. I think this is Intense Nude from Chanel. Let's use this. So for me, the Dior shades I want are Acrobat, and Carousel, and I don't remember the other one now. Magic. Now, if I want to narrow it down, I think the first two I want is Magic and Acrobat. No, Magic and Carousel. Carousel's a bit pink leaning, so something like that. So yes, but I definitely see myself getting maybe 2-3 more, as I said. But what I wanted, those three. I hope it's not drying, because this one is not so drying on my lip. What I tend to do is I use a lip gloss first before I then go in with trying to use this, so that way my lips are not dry. So I hope it's as juicy as this as well and not dry, and then I would get more. So I'm thinking maybe I should just keep it safe by using just 3. By buying just 2. And then if I feel I like it, then I go for more. So I might do just that. I might just do just 2. But as I said, I want it to come to Sephora because I get 10% off when it gets there. And my perfume of the day is the Chanel Missia. Or no, let's use the Ward according to Athor. Because I saw not a new fragrance. I saw one that's new to me that I haven't picked. Is it the elephant one? So I want to pick that one up. So let's use the World According to Athor by Penhaligon, if I got it right. Let's just spray that one. Sometimes I tend to spray perfume in my hair. Don't come for me. It's what I love to do. So this one, I've done quite a dent. I have like almost half of it, so not bad. So that's the final look. I sprayed my face one more time. And I just let that sink in, so it melts in any other powder that I have used, So that's it. After the sprayed, the second spray, that's what it's looking like. I really love this Chanel lip. I feel like nothing in the lip. So I'm really hoping that, in case you're wondering, yeah, just this. I really hope that the Dior is as light as this. And I don't mind the whatever. I don't think it's going to be that strong. This sequin that's going to get on it. I don't think it's going to be that strong. But I hope it's wearable like this. I really hope so. So to be on the safe side, I'll probably go for 2. And again, my shades of interest are Carousel, Acrobat and Magic, but I might just do Carousel and Magic first, and then we'll take it on from there. But until you see me with that, I'm just waiting. As I said, I just needed to come to Sephora, and then I'll get it because I want to do 10% off. I use my 10% off there. I still have the MS that I want to get at some point, that powder when it comes. So, and they're all within the same time range. So my budget for that is a bit tight, and I just want to stick to it. Right, so until next time, see you and take care.